Yeah. But main event. So let me go ahead and get us hyped up for the main event.
I ain't never heard that.
Well, I've been holding that one, man. Hey, man, the Breakfast Club is back in the news, dog. I ain't gonna lie. This is juicy. This is what got us up. Okay, I told y'all.
Today.
Yeah, this was the show. We can get this other stuff off, but this was the show today. The Breakfast Club chose, well, it seems one person on the Breakfast Club chose verbal violence. Just hilarious. Took to the news last night to air out some grievances. A narrative that was going around. Things on how they was getting put and spent and all this other yada yada yada. All I want to do is start from what initially made her bite the bullet. Okay, so let me find this up. Hold on, let me make sure that's it. So a lot of folks have been having commentary on what's been going on with the Breakfast Club. If you don't know, Breakfast Club seemed like it's a 4-part show. You got Charlamagne the God. Oh, snap. All right, Charlamagne. You got DJ Envy. Yeah, you know what I mean? Old Faithful's there. Then you got the new edition, Miss Just Hilarious. Seemed like everything was going rosy.
Just with the mess.
Just with the freaking mess. Then now you add in Miss Lauren Larissa Fine. Ooh, Jesus. I ain't got the money for her. But her beautiful
I think you got the money for her right now before she get that contract.
No, she already got it. She already got it.
Oh, she got it.
She already got it. She already got it. That's speaking to this. That's speaking to this.
She got the contract.
Yes, sir. So outside of our messy part, but Miss Larissa came in to fill in for Just Hilarious with the mess. That was one of the segments on the Breakfast Club. Just with the mess, she was doing entertainment news, kind of like yours truly. You feel me? Maybe not as good, but kind of like yours truly. And she had paternity leave. Congratulations to the new baby. Feel me? Everything was going rosy. So when she left out, they had to find somebody to fill in. Miss Larissa came in and shut that shit down. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's doing a very, 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 very good time. A good job. And that's beside me just loving to look at her talk.
This boy said a good time. He's your mind bad, boy.
Man, that's beside of me just looking at her talk. Okay, I can look at her talk. But how she was covering stuff, a very journalistic way. It wasn't so much like, yeah, she a bona fide journalist.
She's a word for TMZ.
Bona fide journalist. Word for TMZ. She is already in the field. She ain't new to this. She true to this.
Yeah.
So when she was covering stories, she covered it like how she would cover stories in her own way. She wasn't just with the mess. She actually came in and she offered other stuff aside from what you was finding out.
Right.
And shoot, after a while, she started telling you where she got her sources and who she linking back to and who she connecting with. And it was like, ooh, okay. That's nice. Folks seem to really like it.
It's professionally done.
Professionally done. Folks seemed to really like it. One of which was not just hilarious. But from what Jess was saying, and we gonna get into what she was saying. But to abbreviate what she was saying, what we doing? Because I thought this was me and not you. So there was a lot of critique going around. A lot of folks were giving Larissa her praise from everywhere. If you know about the Breakfast Club, they are mainstream as hell. Everywhere have had either critique or some praises to be given to Miss Larissa. Now I'm gonna start off with Corey Holcomb. He talked about Just with the Mess. This is what he had to say. Okay, hold on. Let me cook because I gotta show them
let them cook.
Gotta let them cook. Okay, so this was Corey Holcomb on Just with the Mess.
That job. Because I think she had a social media presence. I can't imagine why else.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
She got that job. And I always said she wasn't talented. She got the job and got knocked up shortly afterwards. And the worst thing in the world happened. They brought in somebody who was talented.
Who they bring in?
Homegirl from she used to be on TMZ.
Yeah. She has experience with doing that. When she talks, her voice, I don't know her name.
Yeah.
The girl who is Lauren, that girl know what she doing. She knows how to fit in with Charlamagne and the other guy, DJ Envy. It's like it's seamless when she there.
Right.
It's the talent. The talent shows out, and then he got that job.
Now, so this prompted Miss Just Hilarious to come out with a lot of statements. Okay, so I'm gonna let her speak.
That retired ass nigga. Who still think he not retired. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing. And honestly, if he didn't hate me so much, I would actually agree with some shit that he was saying. I would. The girl is great at what she do. Lauren with the latest is flawless. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I advocated for that. Get that shit to her. Get that segment to her. Man, that girl do what she do. She do it great. She was doing it great at TMZ. She doing it great at the Breakfast Club. I also been said that she did great during the co-hosting year too. Said that. Along with Claudia Jordan and Jason Lee. I also said that. Okay. Okay. Y'all ain't going to agree with everything I say and do, but I am never going to hate on a woman, especially if she got it going on. Yeah, I'm not. And Lauren LaRosa got it going
on. Now, that was her response back to Corey Holcomb. If you know, they have some history.
Yeah.
They got some. Corey has not been shy on how he feel about Just Hilarious.
Right.
And this has been, I'm going to be honest with you, I expected him to go worse. He's went mad disrespectful towards her.
Mm-hmm.
Mad disrespectful. And Corey can go there and not kill.
Yeah.
Before we go further, how you felt about the critique wise?
I think it was spot on that Lauren carried a different talent of journalism than Jess did. But I listened to everything Jess had to say. And I remember when they were going through the process of trying to find a new host. The reason why Lauren came in and she fitted in so well, I think I don't hear a lot of people talking about this, is because it reminded you of who?
Angela Yee.
And that's what we fell in love with the Breakfast Club with, because Angela Yee knew the folks. She gave the news, and she fit in with Charlamagne and DJ Envy very
and then
well.
she had her bouncer here,
right. But she backed off and played her role.
She played the role.
Jess came in, right, with the queen seat. I'm Just Hilarious with the mess. Now, the one thing I'm going to defend Jess on as we go into this, I want to defend her here, nephew.
All right, go for it.
She said something in her rant that was true. It said Jess with the mess. And that's what she delivered. That's what she gave. That's who she is. Right?
Yeah.
And that was true. Nobody was thinking about Angela Yee when Jess came in. They hired Jess so they can get away from Angela Yee's style.
Yeah.
It was different. It was funny. Right? It sort of resembled Steve Harvey when they do the news. Ricky Smiley, Gary with the T, right? Everybody had their own flair. And she fit that, plus she probably had the whole social media following, right? She's fun, and she will push back with Charlamagne, and she will push back with DJ Envy. She can hold her own. Because remember, a lot of times, y'all remember now, when Angela Yee was on there, they were saying that she was soft. She wasn't handling her business. She wasn't standing up to these people, or why she let them get away with this kind of stuff. Jess wouldn't do that.
Man, folks coming up to press her.
Right. So when Lauren came in and Jess stepped out, it's like having a pitch hitter, right, come in for a designated hitter in a spot. You got somebody doing the news and then bringing the dotting the I's and crossing the T's and telling you where the information from and getting all the backside information. And when Jess tried to come back, right, and bring the mess, nobody wants to hear the mess because they want to hear the real information.
Yeah, they don't want to hear the mess that early. Just to come in and it kind of like get y'all pace. I do agree with
the way it was done. I'm gonna say they should have brought in another person that did it similar to Jess. When they brought in somebody that actually was a reporter, that looked good, that sounded good, everybody was saying, right, that she did it better than Jess. And Jess admitted she does the better than her. But that ain't Jess's strong pursuit. It's not.
It's not. She's
a comedian that can read stuff off of the Jasmine brand and, you know, off of the internet and make fun of it.
Like, for real, let's keep it a stack. Jess fit the profile on what you would want to change with.
Yeah.
Angela Yee, not saying that she was ugly or nothing like that, but compared to Jess would fit a different vibe that you want to set.
Yeah.
Angela Yee was really on that reporter stuff, added on to what's already ignorant with Charlamagne and what your DJ is gonna hit you with. And that was their trifecta.
And she was a radio talk show host before this.
Way before them.
Yes.
She came with a different type of professionalism.
She knew how
that
to do
was true to radio.
Yes, she was a radio talk show host before, you know, she got with those guys.
Now you have Charlamagne that's a radio. He can be radio if he need to be.
Yeah.
You feel me? But he got different pockets and dimensions to him. So it's like Charlamagne gonna be a chameleon on whatever he want to do.
Yes.
Then you got your DJ there to help you with the hits, to help you what's coming on next, to bounce off of each and or. What Jess was bringing in was that celebrity Instagram type of influencer vibe that could maybe be your journalistic person too, since everything was going through the Instagram or from social media.
I'm gonna tell you what this reminds me of, bro. And this hit close to home for both of us. You remember Ricky Smiley?
Yeah.
Right? When Ebony Steele, our friend, was on there with him, a Radiohead.
Yeah, I see.
Right? Professional, knew her stuff, right? And then they brought in who? The Brat. Had done no radio experience, had the social media following, right? It worked. And our friend Ebony Steele,
shout out Ebony,
friend of the show, good friend of mine, right? Ebony was out. Now there's stuff behind the scenes, but that's what they looked at for this, right?
If you didn't know no better,
that's what it would look like. It's a celebrity that comes in, like I said, it fits. You know what I'm saying? It fits, right? I know this business, bro. Behind the scenes, I know this business. What happened was they brought somebody in that did that segment better than Jess had a chance to actually get it done. What hurt Jess was, bro, she wasn't in that she wasn't in there long enough to win the audience over before she got pregnant. I'm not knocking her for getting pregnant. No. But when you are just getting a brand new job and people are getting used to who you are, and you get pregnant and somebody come in and do something that people were used to having before you got there.
And that's why I was going. That's why I'm going. I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. It wasn't so much that they didn't get used to it alone. They brought in somebody that fit on what they used to do.
Yes.
I am with you 100%. She does what Angela Yee used to do.
And just as good.
And young. And sexy.
And just as good. And so,
yes, Lord.
If Jess had been in that role, bro, for maybe I said about a good 2 or 3 years, this wouldn't happen.
Yeah, you probably would have forgot.
No, we would have won Jess with the mess. Damn that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But Jess wasn't there long enough to get that segment marinated for us and get it, matured enough for us to say, yeah, we were looking for Jess in the Mess in the morning. What you were looking for was actually news. We was accepting Jess with the mess. But when you guys started getting the news again, right, from this young lady, right, you're like
we've been missing information.
That part, bro. That part. Because see, when Angela Yee left, there were people who liked her and didn't like her. They was kind of happy. They was kind of happy for her to get off that show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when she got her own show, which she's holding her own very own Yee up in the air with Yee, I think it's something like that called. But congratulations.
And I think she had an anniversary.
With, yeah. She's doing her thing, bro.
With Hot.
Yee is a bad girl. She's one of those girls that goes under the radar, and a lot of people don't know what that woman had to go through to continue to stay on that platform till her opportunity came. And luckily, there was a female lady that was a station manager or in control of the syndication that was able to give her that opportunity. Because right now in radio, there are not a lot of syndication, if at all, any syndication deals being given out to any fucking body.
She's syndicated and with the podcast.
Yes.
And both of which is doing pretty good.
And them avenues and doors have closed, bro. You got Dee in the morning out there. You got Yee. You got Angela Martinez, and maybe a couple other people that are missing. But it ain't a lot of women, bro, that's out there holding their own in the syndicated world.
You know what I give her some credence to?
What's that?
Outside of maybe shrinking or downsizing to where it's just catered to her now. She's part of that rollout run. So industry has to pay her.
Yeah.
For you to ship out, you making the Breakfast Club and the Angela Yee stop.
Yeah.
On the whole way you moving your press run through.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think too many folks. I think you see her around, but you don't really get what
she's doing.
Seeing her around mean.
Yeah.
Like she's around. Like you see her probably not as much as Breakfast Club, because Breakfast Club is probably number one right now. If you're going strictly off radio. Them in 97, but the big boys that's still out here doing it. The we was talking about it. The Steve Harvey shows or the
Sway in the morning.
What's
that Spanish guy?
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Light skinned with the good well cut beard.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, but him. Those cats been around because of hip hop. And but they made it throughout the years, right? But now when you look at where Jess is right now, she got a great position, and I know you want is because I want to go somewhere else. We're going to go with this here, right?
Yeah.
So what else we going to get with this?
So I do want to go into a little bit of her rant before I get on.
Okay.
To what they was talking about during the show.
Did she go on the Breakfast Club this morning?
She went on the Breakfast Club this morning.
So she did go in after she did this rant last night.
Yeah, she's now what I'm finna play for y'all is a little bit of the rant she went on from last night.
Okay.
I'm not finna go through all of it because it's long as hell. Yeah. But I am finna go at least about 3 tabs, and then we finna go into what she went into on the show.
Because I haven't heard none of that.
She started doing the news. I'm like, all right, look, that's our segment. Take me off that. Y'all give her that. Take me off that. This is her segment now. This is no longer just with the mess. Got dark fats as a mother. Okay. I said, take me off that. This is no longer my segment. I said it. Take me off of that. Give it to her. Give it to her. Charlamagne said, nah, I don't want it to be her segment. It damn near sure is already. Like it's her segment. She's reading it. And she's doing it to the best of her ability. Shorty is like that. Yeah. That's why I picked her to fill in for me for maternity leave. For y'all teammate. Just ran like a high school. Yeah. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High.
Remember this. Remember that.
Before
Mr. Ran like a high school.
Like when he first got there. Y'all want to keep our cool. Look, check this out, y'all. Look, man. I get up every day, and they always talk about, you ain't at work. Yeah, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. I don't have no reason to on that girl. I don't. No, I didn't like her when I came back because I'm like, all right, what's going on? What's going on? She knew it. We had a conversation. Because the anger was misplaced. Nah, it ain't even you that I don't like. I'm realizing this is the way these doing up here that I don't like. Okay, got it. It's her segment. We supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like, not one mother ever with this online. Like, why should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela Yee ain't that much crazy. Not as crazy. It's try to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that 13 years. I'm telling you. I don't give a y'all already know.
Now, that was a little bit of her rant that she went on for at least about 2 hours straight. From there, let's go into her going to work.
But I didn't think she was going to work, bro. I saw it. I got busy this morning because I had to do my own thing this morning. Make sure y'all go ahead and hey, I'm finna do a plug. Lock it in. Make sure y'all go and see Coffee Conversation. Hey, y'all go to our pages and watch Coffee Conversation with my good friend. Hey, y'all go in there and watch the show. It's a tight show.
We're working.
Yeah, we're working this morning. So I didn't get a chance. I saw this last night when I was doing some show prep, but I didn't get a chance to see anything that she did this morning because I'm like, she done said all this stuff about these folks. Is she going to work tomorrow? That was my thought.
That's my thought too.
That was my thought last night. So I'm thinking maybe they didn't put her on leave already. Something had happened, so she did go to work.
Mm-hmm. Like remove, not suspended, but you feel me?
Yeah. So she did. They did let her in the building this morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so what happened?
Oh yeah, they got to it.
Honestly, I have not seen none of this.
Oh, they got to it. Hold on. Let me.
Did y'all see this stuff? Cause I haven't seen this, y'all. This is I'm watching this in real time with y'all.
Boy, they got to it. Hold on. Let me get to it. Then.
Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. No, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me. Right, I come back, she ain't never leave. Then all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Juss with the Mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started reporting. I wasn't hired as the reporter. I was hired as Juss with the Mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff.
Yes.
Then that's when Juss with the Mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Who said that though? Because the internet said
what
that?
are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we? Ever since I'm gonna be a fourth voice, why she only got to be a fourth voice?
Well, correct me if I'm
my segment.
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interviews.
She was going to be the senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Lauren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought she was. I thought
she was on air. She was on air.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
why you joke so much, man?
What you mean?
It's not a do-rag. It's a silk. But it's not.
This is the thing. You let the internet dictate what's going on. We've had conversations, and this is the thing. This is why I thought it was corny, and it's just me personally. I thought it was corny because we have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? What? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show. We can make that the change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It's not about wanting her in a room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all
have that conversation
y'all wanted
off
her.
air. If you had a problem, say we had a meeting yesterday.
Off air. What
not
are we
like
talking
that.
about?
Not like nobody having my back because we have your back. As far as the Corey Holcomb thing, y'all been beefing for 11 years.
I'm not worried about it's not even about
you. Worried about comments. You worried about what people say after. The
perception and my reputation to be on this show.
They've been itching on me for 15 years. They've been itching on Charlamagne for 15 years.
That's on you. And the things that people itch on me for is on me.
this is the
She started doing it.
this is for
We
real.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh, they beefing for real.
For real. Hold on.
Oh, they beefing for real.
Then they walked in and brought Miss Larissa in to do the same thing. Oh man, we're gonna get to it after this. We're gonna get to it right after this. But they did bring in Miss Larissa to do just the mess news.
Right.
Because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together, so we got to figure this out. And it's not, everything's not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
What part did you think was crazy?
What part? Because like, it's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay, so what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah,
I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
okay,
right?
But
I didn't.
None of that was said. You didn't say anything
and
about
then,
that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, be fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better? Because this
All the stories and things like that. You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen, I have said, hush, shut up. That you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing it. If I already got the job, like what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlemagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
my mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown.
And I understand you couldn't say that
and I-
on air right then and there,
but-
right after.
but
When
in
you
me-
say you put me in office,
but
you
in
never
me-
put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you. Ever.
Okay.
And I did or not. Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm gonna handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation because we grown. And regardless, you don't gotta love me, you don't gotta like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen,
About the story. That's not. Let's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever. But yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job. Great. She's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment.
I think
Push for that.
I think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each
But
other.
I
I
think
know the
it's
internet has
beyond
created
But
a
if it's
narrative.
a way
Lauren versus
that I
Jess
feel
versus
as well,
Lauren.
But
then that's what it is.
It beyond it go, and that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing
Yeah,
about
but
it.
y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not revealing that. Ever since I
Now, like I said, they went to it for majority of the show. Not gonna lie, and it was still some
I think
slop
it's real.
shit going on, bro.
When we talked about this morning,
We talked about this morning. I'm
we
not
talked
gonna lie.
about the morning when we came to do the coffin conversation at Joe. this
Yeah,
morning.
yeah.
So because I hadn't saw this, I'm intrigued because I'm seeing this I'm like, bruh, they real mad at each other.
Yo,
They big mad. Well, she big mad.
but so Joe didn't see it early.
I didn't.
This is first. He's reacting in real time.
Yeah.
But his first question to me was, man, you think it's real? You think it's, you feel me? Or are they pushing it? And I was gonna say no. Nah, they ain't pushing it. I think she just don't know how to handle business, which I think could still hold true. And we gonna touch that. But I also thought it was being pushed too because I saw Breakfast Club post all this without skips. I saw Breakfast Club make videos for this moment with thumbnails and tags and everything. So, and I follow both. I follow both Just Hilarious and I do follow Miss Lauren. Miss Lauren is tagged into the same post as Jess. It's like a collaborative effort on Instagram. Check their feeds. So I was going to immediately say, nah, because how Jess is handling it, I think that's one story in itself.
Yeah.
But how the network or the show is pushing it out even alone, because I done saved a few of them. Even alone right now, I got at least 2 or 3 different versions of the same saying back and forth, where they was other bits where they was talking back and forth. Like I said, this was the majority of the show, and that lasted the whole vibe. This is my quick critique. Because I
don't think you should give your critique on this. Right
Word?
Here. I think you should give your critique after the show and then you go to your page and see it. I think you should do Cliff with the mess.
Stop it. Stop it. Yeah.
But
yeah.
no,
That
but
don't
no.
even taste good.
No, but honestly, I think right now because of what you do, bro, and I'm gonna talk to you after this. You can go ahead and say it on here, but I really do think that you should give another take after the show.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
But bro, this is what you do. This is in your lane.
Man, I got you. Sure.
You didn't see the new person I got sitting over at the table? You know they've been pushing it.
You got somebody else sitting at the table?
You know, knows I've been pushing it to get a new intern.
I mean, sure.
Me too. I may need to call HR babe in the house. What's up, baby? You know, it may, but no, here's the thing. All jokes aside. Mm-hmm. Usually in media, I told you the story about me when I was sitting on the show. Remember the story that I told you a long time ago?
Yeah.
Do you remember that story? When I told you that I was sitting in the show.
Because you told me something.
Okay, so when I was on this radio show, when I first got started in radio, they told me I could go in and promote my show on another show. Right? The popular morning show is called The Guys.
Uh-huh.
They told me I could go in at a certain time and promote the show. Well, the guy that was there in the morning saw me coming in, sitting in, and they're supposed to let me talk during the show. Right. So I was there for the show. It was 2 hours.
Yeah.
He only came to me at the end of the show and said, by the way, we have somebody in studio.
Oh, buddy, that had you there the whole show, and they're gonna tell you when it's like 5 minutes left.
Yes.
Oh, this old buddy here that's been on the show.
Yes, and his show comes on tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. Y'all make sure y'all tune into his show.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right, that's what I told you, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, in media, in radio and TV, anybody who's been in this, if you see a new person and the station sends them into that situation, and they do the exact same thing you do, and you've been having problems with you think that you may be having some issues or your ratings are down, they finna put somebody new on your show or replace you. Right? So when I saw this, it gave me reminiscence of what I went through. Because when I seen old buddy years later, right, he told me, I'm sorry. He said, but when I saw you there, I thought they put you in a replacement. They fired him, probably a little bit after that, but it had nothing to do with me. He was on his way out. And when he saw me coming in, right, he thought that I was going to be I was going to be one of the replacements for him or trying out for his spot. He thought that they was giving me a test run on that show for him, which they wasn't. I had no idea what the hell was going on with them. I didn't even know he was in trouble. His ratings were in trouble at that time. I had no idea. So just seeing this woman in and getting all the critiques and at the end of the day doing better than her, she looking at it like, damn, they finna get these folks my segment and ain't nobody told me. Because she got a contract.
Yeah.
So she gonna get paid regardless. But if it's true what they're saying, nobody told her that we want her to do the news. Because she is right. When she first came back, Lauren was not on air.
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't.
But
then just left again, then she came back in there. You know what I'm saying? So it was a back and forth thing.
But from what they were saying with the stuff, Lauren wasn't not there. She just wasn't on air.
Yeah.
Lauren been here doing what she do.
Yeah.
So, and that's the other part, because you was talking about when she got on board. We covered that story. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
She blew her load before they confirmed it.
She did.
When they was all on board.
Talking about Juss Hilarious.
Yeah, with Juss Hilarious, she already was saying she was on and got the job and yada, 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 before they even took the pictures to say, hey, she a part of the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
So when you handle stuff like that, I thought it was kind of like, okay, cool. She got really, really excited. So that happened. Then you see in the midst of what she clearly was upset about, how she handling old girl. And that wasn't just a few times she told her to be quiet and shut up.
And even in that segment when she was doing it, she still was over talking over girl.
She still was, and claiming that you never get the space.
Right.
So, and it's one thing because I do agree. If you got a certain amount of time, and we've been on radio. If you got a certain amount of time, there's only so much you can get out on the airwaves.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be concise, a little bit direct, but have a way with it to where you're not boring. And both of them do that really well. But if you got both of them that do that really well, and you already got the two other dudes that's pretty much legacy on the mic, yeah, you're probably going to feel like you're fighting for airtime. But it is a way to fight for airtime.
But here's the problem, nephew. Only women do that shit.
Look, I was trying to find a real clever way to lie.
Bullshit. I've been in radio going on 12 years, bro. Men never fight over fucking airtime, dog. This is, bruh.
Look, I was trying to find a good way to make an excuse for it. I'm sorry, bro.
You have seen it over the years on radio. You've seen this shit.
Yo, you got to take your loss.
That was a situation we ain't gonna name the show. And what did I tell you?
Do not speak over it's not your show. It's not, you are there to add to it. You are not there to run it.
I went the fuck off on you. I said, bro, what the fuck you doing? You was on the microphone, you was talking, and they let you talk, and I listen like, and I'm saying to myself, shut the fuck up. You wasn't there. I wasn't in the room. I was in my car listening. You was talking, right? Because you were happy. You was in the room, right?
Look, I was excited.
I understand, but me and you had a serious conversation. And I said, bro, when you on somebody else's shit, acknowledge that and give them back the microphone.
But to Larissa's point, though, Larissa never did make a freaking it. She didn't have that mistake I did. No. She handled it exactly how you supposed to, even in the midst of getting told shut up and be quiet. Well, you could tweak out a bit.
Lauren did it correctly. Here's the problem. The station pent two women against each other.
You think so?
Yes. Because the communication, bro, when it comes to radio and station management and people in the room, there are certain people have certain conversations and certain people you don't have conversations with. You tell them certain things.
Now,
right?
From how it sounded, it was some back and forth. Like it was.
No one never, from what I'm listening to, no one never told Juss that they liked Lauren better because she had a contract and they didn't want to offend her because they knew how she was going to come up like she is now. So they still started trying to ease her in their own way, thinking that they was going to keep it at a norm. Shit blew the fuck off. Because here's a couple of things that I saw, not being behind the scenes. Juss hasn't always been there.
All alleged.
Right? No, I'm just saying, since she came back, she have not been there 100%.
No, she hasn't.
She's been in and out. And I thought because maybe she's with a baby, whatever. I never asked any questions. It ain't my business. But when you look at the Breakfast Club, since she came back, she have not been there permanently. And when you first get a job, bro, in a big contract, what's the first thing you should be doing, regardless of what happened in your life?
Work.
When you go back to now, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying this because when you pray, but when you come back on maternity leave, and like I said, I don't know just the situation. I don't know what deal she got with them. That's come I said nothing.
Well, she couldn't deny a few of the stuff that was being spread around, which is why I do feel like she felt like she was being attacked.
Yeah,
and I can understand it
exactly, Bridget.
She was taking shows even though she was on semi leave.
And so,
and in doing that, some folks, and that was the running joke, which I thought I didn't think it was so real. I'm guessing it was a lot more real to it than it was giving credit to. But the running joke was just out because she doing yada yada yada. She ain't working yada yada yada. I remember those jokes and I laughed. But how she played on it, I was like, okay. But then after a while, you did start to see that it got to her and how she was handling Larissa. I do call cap though, because she want to frame it as if she felt like that about her at first, and then there was some clarification in the midst. You kept that energy with old girl. This wasn't that long ago where you handled her like that. Honestly, maybe last week. So when I hear this from her, while I can be sympathetic to where she's coming from, because if you came in with the idea that I'm however it is, and it's supposed to be yada yada yada, but you get this type of energy, or you're getting handled like it's kind of second rate, or like it wasn't that important, and then somebody come in and do the thing that seemingly wasn't that important, and now it's extra important, and they do it better. Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna feel away. I don't like how she handled it, because it's one thing to mention Angela Yee. Angela Yee stayed professional through the whole thing. Now, did she have her comebacks? Hell yeah, because everybody had their comebacks on the show. Envy to Charlemagne to Yee. That was their discourse. So you can understand when she did have that comeback, or she snapped back out and like, hey, hold on now. I'm still Angela freaking Yee. So you got it from that point of view. It was never handled to where Angela Yee took to Instagram Live, to my remembrance. No. It was never that
they
spilled out
in the studio.
Yeah, it was never where it spilled out in on live air. You feel me? And shout out to the folks if you watch wrestling got turns where they call babyface to heel, or if they're talking to the same talk throughout kayfabe. Nobody was playing kayfabe. Kayfabe it's an act, but we're acting like it's real, even though everybody know we just acting. You feel me? Don't take it serious, because this is just entertainment. That's what they'll be with the kayfabe. When it got real with Angela Yee, she really moved the fuck on. She went, all right, bet, but handled her business, did what she was obligated to, and when that contract was up, I was up and out of here.
But here's the thing, I think with the difference between Angela and Juss. Juss would not be offered her own radio show like Yee was. She's not going to move too much further in radio, maybe after this contract is up.
I don't know if they sign her on something like this. They might make an excuse to avoid it.
Well, she got a contract, so she probably got a clause where she's gonna get paid so much, even if you know what I mean.
Yeah, if they got to cancel it, maybe she's still
long as she don't do anything that breaks or go against their defamation clause in the contract, right? She's gonna be okay.
Yeah, but that's the other part. What if the contract, and you know about this? You told me. What if the contract was written up to where all right, now you can't go to no competitors, so she can't
do that.
Deal with nobody else
she
for a certain amount of time.
Non-compete. She's definitely got non-compete
because they are competing with 97.
No, she can't. She would not be on another show.
And that's the other.
She would not, if she leaves this Breakfast Club show, or even after her contract is up, she would have a non-compete. And so the non-compete can be from anywhere from 6 months to 3 to 5 years.
And that's where I'm disappointed in. That's what I'm disappointed.
Yeah, she can't, because they would take her ass straight to court. Because she signed a non-compete. She cannot go to a competitor unless they let her out her non-compete. Now, what could happen is if they get her out of this contract, they could say, well, we're gonna let you out of this contract and we're going to tear up your non-compete. Then she can go somewhere else.
If it's like that.
Yeah.
If it's like that.
But iHeart or whoever she's working for will have to tear up her non-compete because they would take her to court.
But yeah, bro, I was disappointed in that because I would hate for her to be unceremoniously dismissed, and now she can't come back, and now they're labeling you now. It's one thing to go off of internet vibes, and I think that was a little bit to her detriment, because I do remember the internet chatter. Hell, we was part of it, because for some reason you can't uplift somebody else without bringing somebody else down. And I do remember us talking about Miss Larissa and how she was handling stuff and how good she was.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think she let that crap get to her, and now you spilled it out at work, and we looking at you milk.
Man, I'm telling you what, we didn't think this show was gonna go for 2 hours, but it has. You guys go out there and look up the Juss with the Mess, the Monique, and I'm gonna leave it here, nephew. Women in the media, right, need to find a way to work together, because both of those women are talented. Monique is talented, right? But if you look at what's being said and done, I think when you're going out to social media to talk about it, it's not helping you the women's movement or us as Black people spilling this stuff out into the internet sphere. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I may do a video later with more to say about this because it's a little bit more than I think me and the nephew want to touch on. So watch our page. We may put a video out a little bit later. Y'all thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. It was